Madness live. Oh my God, it's been nothing but madness this morning. Holy shit, hola! Oh my gosh. Guess what came? The wig and the bodycon dress. For the parody with the Jafar ring. It just came this morning. We got to see this wig. And then we'll get on with the show. It's going to be a long one. Oh my gosh. Remember her Amazon wig? Yeah, here it is. Hold on. Hi, guys. Yes, the wig. Somebody goes, are you going to do a wig? And I was like, no. And then I'm like, yes. Listen, we'll have a Temu fight another day. Okay? Because I have plenty of proof that probably... Hi. Say hi to everybody.
Who that?
Look at this.
The hell?
It's a wig, Johnny.
Let me put it on.
Okay, you put it on. Wait a minute. You got to do it right.
No, this is what I look like now.
Let me do it, because you'll mess it all up. It'll be a big tangled mess. Oh my God. Look in the camera. You can't look in the cloud. You look like Ozzy Osbourne. For real.
What's up?
You look like Pete. Don't mess it up.
I want it.
You can have it when I'm done with my video. Okay. Good Lord.
I'm all dizzy.
Yeah, because we're old. Can't do that shit. You get all dizzy. He looked like Pete's, didn't he? Ozzy Osbourne somewhere in there. All right. God, that's quite the hairline. I gotta admit, for a Temu wig. You know what I'm saying?
Is that real hair?
No, it's synthetic. That'd be gross.
Let me see.
Hold on, big guy. Yep, same hairline she bought because it just looks like a band.
Let me see.
Hello,
Why
darling.
the hell did you buy that?
I'm doing a video.
What was it, like $1?
Yeah, like 4. If she'd only found Temu before Amazon, which, by the way, pretty much 50% of the shit on Amazon's from Temu. Just saying. Yeah, we got stuff to do. All right, anyway, so the wig came. Rock on. Yes, this will be the Chantal wig for my parody. With the, better put it back in the net. You know what, I'm gonna lay it over here for now. And then we got the leopard print bodycon dress. I do have ankle boots. And I do have a furry coat. It ain't on backwards. Who's... Becca, come on now. Come on. Good morning, everybody. Hi. So this will be the bodycon dress. And I do have, like I said, the furry coat. Oh, my. Oh, my. I gotta slither into this bitch. This is gonna be a good one. All right, folks. I gotta work on it. I've got pictures from Instagram. I've got the video where she has to explain the ring. I have it all. I have it all. So, you know me. I do my research before I do it. The dress, yes. I wish I was a size 4. I wish. I'm like between an 8 and a 10. But then again, I'm almost 5'9", so you know what I'm saying? A 4, I would probably look like Skeletor. Okay, so that's all I'm showing you out of the Temu haul because we'd be here all day. Are you doing the poses? Oh, yeah. Leg up, bridge. I got to find a bridge. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we need to get into this because it's a long live. She's definitely in a bad mood because, you know, Salah's out with his friends and not giving her 1,000% of the attention, which is problematic. Fireflies, read what you just wrote. I still have not got the intro. My email is super easy. So I'm going to assume at this point, you're just fucking with me. Like, for real. My email's super easy. nomadnesslife@yahoo.com. All one word. Yes, I got my new lamp, Susie. There it is. It's got the rattan on it. Shame on Salah for going out with his friends. I'm telling you, with this one, she's so transparent. Now, listen, I get that there's a lot of people that struggle. Okay, now let's get into this real quick, because Foodie gets a lot of heat, right? She gets a lot of criticism across the internet, right? And that could be like very negatively affecting a human being, right? Your mentals, your I don't know, it can keep you down, right? And I get that. She's a human being. I totally get that. Here's the problem. She cannot differentiate between people criticizing her content and the things she puts on her platform that affect other people. That is our main thing over here. And the gaslighting, the manipulation, using her health to not be someone who is an educator, but to make a mockery out of diabetes, which is it is a bad disease to have. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and then using animals as an emotional object instead of a living creature that needs care. Like detecting when it's in pain, detecting when it needs to be brushed. If you choose a long-haired animal, they have to be brushed. If not, it's neglect. Vaccinations. If you don't vaccinate your animals, it's neglect. So when you put that stuff out there and you play with people's emotions, people are going to have a problem with that. And really, there is no place on platforms for people who want to trigger people purposely. Now listen, my house is going to be a shit show today because there's all kinds of things going on and people are walking past my house. Hubby's coming in and out the door. So we just got to ignore the chihuahuas that are running rampant in my house. But they're part of my life. I don't cage them. This is their home. She's had 40 years to change and get help. And that's the other thing. Like, this is not making fun of somebody's weight. It is trying to create some sort of awareness of health, right? And health is important, especially if you've been diagnosed with diabetes and you keep shoveling food in your mouth, sweets, everything, and it's like a F you. She could turn this all around, but she chooses not to. You see these dogs running around. It is what it is. Anyway, so we're going to get on with her. And I did put on my community page that when I was reading flex, I thought it was a flex seat on her ticket, but it's a flex ticket, which means she can change the dates with no fee. So that was all a lie. She did not have to refund. She did not have to cancel. She can actually change the dates to fall when she has to leave for a tourist visa again. So these are the things we uncover, okay? And she don't like it. But there's nothing we can do about bringing the truth forward. We bring the dark to light. Don't worry about my babies. Thank you, Ami. Let them run rampant. This is their home. Let's be honest, this is their home. It's not mine anymore. Okay, so we're pulling it up. I'm going to make sure we're at full volume. Yup. She got the ticket to threaten Salah. No, she's had the ticket. That's the last leg of her return ticket. Like I said, if she went over to Iraq and renewed her ticket, I have some theories. Or renew her visa. I have some theories. Okay? He may not have let her go home. Because when I feel like right when they were walking the park and she was not feeling good before the hospital, I feel like the only way she's going to be allowed to go home is a health crisis. I'm starting to feel like this, that the control of her possibly never coming back is starting to make sense to me. Right, Lock Dog. I think she really does want to go home. I don't think she can right now. She's got a lot of frustration. Her health has been declining. And like I said, if she was happily married, she wouldn't have all this going on. Everybody knows. Like, you're living an amazing life. If you chose to be a revert, let's say you chose, that means you chose that culture and you've chosen Islam. You would be so excited to indulge and learn. Right, it would be the opposite of what we're seeing. I mean, yeah, this isn't even about hating a human being. This is about trying to solve a puzzle, in my opinion, at this point. Now, we've seen some things that just don't line up with the story she's telling. We seen when she was live having a donut and a drink. We seen I'm not going to say the word fear. We're going to say compliant. That's not Foodie. Foodie is not compliant. I just don't, woo. Anyway, so we're going to try to look through this one too. And I seen some nuggets in here that I think are going to help us with putting this puzzle together. So let's get to it. Tig, stop. We're doing a show. It's really important. He's like, bitch. Now listen, he's got 4 carrots left. Lord help us. Right? But he's going to stand in my kitchen and just keep barking if I don't get him. She, becomes a toddler when he shows up. Submissive. She becomes submissive. Like she did with Nodder. Okay, over here. Over here. Over here. All right, Tiggs. Now listen. This is what we're down to. You don't care. Just toss one, Mama. You look so pretty since you had your spa day, Mr. Tiggs. You look like a white bunny. He feels like a white bunny, too. Okay. Tammy, thank you for being a member for 14 months. All right. You know the drill. We need thumbs up. And if, for any reason, somebody gifts memberships, you have to let me know, please, because I can't see it on my phone. And I don't want to seem ungrateful, like I'm ignoring it. I just can't see it on my phone. Thank you so much, and I love you all. Here we frickin' go.
Thank you, Pokey. I'm just going to fix my hijab line.
Okay, so did you get all dialed up because Salah's gone and you're trying to get his attention? Because in her mind, her beauty is the only thing that lures a man, right? She used to do this with Nads. When Nads was ignoring her, she would sit at her desk, put on her makeup, and then, purse her lips and all that good shit. So this is not uncommon.
Thank you. Hi, Ghostface. Barbara. Alana, you are here.
All right, let's move forward.
Hi.
Okay.
Fruit. Hello.
Now, Salah's over here, per usual. Moderator turned on, the subscribers only. He is trying to get her to perform. Or she's got somebody else, because Creepy Comfort has a wrench. There's some other people with a wrench when he's out, not around. But I still feel like he gatekeeps her channel when he's not home. I really do.
I will say this.
It is a very strong control to me. He put it on slow mode for 1 minute, then 2 seconds. Listen, her chat don't even do that. But it's just things I noticed. Like, I have never put on slow mode. FFG's never she don't put on slow mode. Only if the chat requests it.
It's about lying, though. How many people in a marriage or relationship, Melly left this comment, have gone through bad times with their significant other and have said, oh, we're breaking up, we're breaking up?
Never. It's not an option when I get married under God. It's not an option. It's just not. So it's not words I would ever say to my husband to hurt him. So there's that. So if you need to compare yourself with everyone else because people are asking you questions, that's all on you.
And end up getting back together. Is that a lie? No. So
no, that's not the part of the lie. You said you said it was over. You said if I'm not married, I'm not staying here. Just like you said, if I don't make money, I'm never doing YouTube again. That's what you said. You're like an absolute. Instead of sitting down, having a private conversation, work through problems, and get on with life.
Stuff it. Hi, Isapi.
Stuff it. And that's your problem in your marriage.
Thank you, Happy Fairy. I'm doing good, Pinier Princess. I had Pinier for dinner.
Yeah, they haven't even been together 2 years. You should still be in the thrill stage. And they've been fighting for at least a year of this fake marriage.
I haven't had Pinier in a little while, so I had Pinier for dinner. Pinier mashallah.
Okay, so FFG slows her chat down. Okay, I was wrong. Sorry.
It's normal, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I'm feeling great today. I'm feeling great, Miss Potato Head's dry ponytail. I said I'm leaving about 12 times for non-serious things. Yeah. Exactly. So.
Well, Breezeth, the mod with the wrench, you've said you're leaving 12 times to your husband for non-serious things? Wow. So that means he can't count on you when a serious thing occurs? Okay, some people's marriages just, I don't even understand why people are in a relationship if they constantly, when they get mad, they threaten to leave. I don't understand those marriages. That sounds like control to me.
Oh, you know what?
Yes, we have Scuba Steve today, who's got on full makeup, trying to get Salah to come to the apartment because she hates being alone, which is why she'll be live for 2 hours. She hates being alone. She hates not being the center of attention. She hates it. That's why she left BB. Because when he got home from a hard day's work, he played video games just to decompress and unwind.
That's all that happens. I know people want to make things.
You're the one that keeps bringing it up. You're reading your own chat. Nobody in there is saying anything except for my husband and I broke up once and now we are married. Sometimes it just takes communication. So you're the one creating drama because you're mad that he's not there. That's it, the end. But we're going to have fun with it.
It's more than they are, but I'm sorry to tell you, there's nothing more to it.
Good. We won't have to talk about it again. Yeehaw.
Hi, Knick Knack Beauty. My husband and I broke up once and now we are married. Sometimes it just takes communication and time to work things out. It happens, yeah.
Instead of going on a live stream and having a tantrum, you should refrain from that.
Yeah, and sometimes I get in really just moods. Thank you.
You should work on that then.
Lisa P. My skin? Thank you.
Oh, dear God. Here we go.
Wanted to, I guess, vent a bit, but...
You're still going on about it. So this is the third video? Is this all you got going on? Is the nonsense you did, and then you deleted it? Like it's not in the archives? You literally gave up the views? But did he make you? Absolutely. Or he deleted it.
Yeah. Everyone goes through rough patches, yeah. I don't know what that means, eggs on legs. Hi.
So Eggs on Legs said, do you have an apostille on your marriage certificate? She don't know what that means. That's great.
Hi, Allison. You liked the Evil Queen makeup? Yeah, that was fun. That was a really nice purple color. Oh, no, I don't want a big wedding ever. I don't.
Do you find that to be BS, that she would not want to get all dressed up and be the center of attention in front of people? for a wedding. I don't know. I find that odd with her since she loves the attention and makeup and clothes. It seems odd.
I don't like them at all. You know? Well,
That dryer's going. What do you got in there? A freaking lighter? It's just clanking and clanking. You don't own anything with zippers and buttons. Everything is stretch.
you're not me, Greta. So.
You're not me, Greta. But I'm glad you gave me some. Greta said, I couldn't imagine announcing to thousands of people that I was separating from my husband and then staying. You're not me, Greta. This is true. And it gives her content for days. On what assholes we are for saying, who does that?
Oh.
Of course she would love a big wedding.
Hi, Robin. Totally understand.
She was even looking for a wedding dress on a Torrid to marry Nods. She even bought her own engagement ring. The Jafar ring.
Understandable, yeah.
Here's a good theory somebody came up with on the Twitter. What if, because everything is written in Arabic over there, right? Not English, right? What if that day they went to the courthouse and he was wearing jeans and a hoodie, that he told her that this was a marriage certificate so she wouldn't leave? What if and he told her she can never show it because it's a private thing, just like PDA, public displays of affection. What if he lied to her and it was just something, paperwork he had to get in order? Oh my gosh, she wouldn't be able to read it. And she is gullible.
I'm okay, Jenna. You are allowed to change your mind. Exactly. It's not illegal.
Changing your mind is completely different than exposing your husband as not being the man you wanted him to be on the internet in front of thousands of people. See, this is where they play games. The Beezers is whatever happens in private stays in private. He has told her that privacy is respect. So whenever she gets mad at anything he does, she tries to low-key shade him or let everybody know that he's not a nice man. Of course, we already know that because nobody speaks like that practices Islam. Islam's all about peace, not saying all the things he said to Kai Bella. So we've already figured that out in our mind. But, right, he exposes himself. He doesn't need her help. But we already know that she likes to slander people that don't do what she wants or agree with her. So he's just another victim, or that's her way of saying, I got to get out of here and I can't get out of here. We don't know yet.
You know?
You know?
Hello, Charles. So, yeah. April, I'm sorry your jealousy is seething today.
Yep, and everybody's jealous.
Really? Sorry. I feel bad for you.
I would read it, but she got blocked.
Married for 10 marriage is hard and doesn't come with a handbook. For sure, yeah.
Is marriage hard? Is it hard? It's only hard if one person demands all the attention and wants the person they're with to change everything about themselves to conform to maybe somebody's idea of a partner. When we're individuals, we are individuals. You respect the individuality. And the other part that would be hard is living with an addict that's actively an addict and doesn't want to be helped. But they will cry to you when shit goes south. And then they'll go back and repeat the same thing again. Like, that literally drains a human being. Yeah, jealous of what?
And when you have your own problems and you're like with somebody, it's even...
There it is, in a nutshell. You should never put your problems on somebody else. She puts it on the internet, she puts it on Pete, she puts it on her family, and she still won't find peace within herself. So she projects it out on everyone else.
Even harder, you know? That's cool,
Yeah, she doesn't do sacrifice, Jarella.
Jenna. You know?
Yeah, and think about if she was dangling money and using it as financial abuse. Think about if she was doing that with the wrong person. And once they got all the money they need or want, right, for whatever their next move is, which could be a study visa behind her back, right? Think about it. What if she has no part of any of this? She don't even know. And she thinks she's married. This would make way more sense. She's not a part of any of it. And then what if she finds out? Oh my God, what a live that'll be.
Eggs on legs, just let me worry about my marriage. You don't have to worry about any
Then quit sharing it with the internet. How about that?
legality. You don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, sometimes ignorance is bliss and sometimes it's your downfall.
That's for us to worry about. Keena, oh no, I thought I saw Keena. Meg. The hamburger and mac dish you made brought me back to my childhood. Yes. Just left Cincinnati for transplant and can listen. Transplant?
Oh God, trauma dumping. Moving on. We got to get through this live.
Where's your proof that we don't have a real marriage?
The fact that you don't have a civil ID or a residency. And I'm going to guess the doctors are treating you like a traveler, which means you're not going to ever get a permanent doctor over there because they're going to treat you as a traveler. You would have to present your yellow civil ID card or whatever color, blue, red. There's different colors. And that lets them know your residency in Kuwait. I'm going to guess you can only present your tourist visa. You still have to present something when you go to a doctor, especially a public hospital. And if you keep going back, you will be reported to the ministry.
Where's your proof of that?
It's easy, Chantal. And whenever you say, where's your proof? We already know.
Okay. If you want to think that, go for it. More
Thank you.
power to you.
Thank you.
They all use filters, and most of them don't even show themselves on camera.
What does reaction channels have to do with your beezers questioning you? You always do that. You always do that. It is your chat questioning you. That would be like my chat questioning me, and then I deflect them to everybody else on YouTube. That doesn't even make sense. It's not even an argument. It's deflection.
So I guess it's just jealousy at this point.
Yep, it's jealousy.
You know?
I wish so bad that I had your life. I wish so bad that I gave up all my freedoms here in the United States of America and went across the country to escape all my problems and my love for an abusive man. And now I may or may not have the freedom to leave or move around. And I could just give all my money to somebody else so that I could. Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. Holy shit.
It was more to that, Brownie, actually. Nobody knows exactly what was going on.
Brownie Bandit said, so you all threaten your husbands with divorce when you're upset? Amen, Brownie Bandit. You're a smart one over there. Yes, that's what she does. She did it with Nods after he said, do not talk about our private relationship because it's disrespectful on your channel. It's nobody's business, which is true. It is nobody's business. And you went and did the same thing over here with Salah. You think that's some sort of control when you slander somebody and then you retract it. No, people have already made up their mind about him. You're never going to convince us that he's just that sweet boy. He's got a hustle going. He's got a hustle going, girl. Did you know he can take on many other women and doesn't even need your permission or agreement?
And yeah, that's it. There's nothing more to it. There's nothing more to say. So
you didn't even say anything. It was word salad.
Think what you want.
We will.
Do treatments at home. Yeah. I have SpongeBob shaped craft in the pantry and they have SpongeBob shaped craft dinner.
And Peter Princess, she's in green over there. Where's your proof you do have a real marriage? Whoa, Peter Princess! It sounds like the Beezers are turning on her. Remember, she likes to replace her crowd when she pisses them off and they start questioning her and she blocks them. She's just looking for new people now.
What? Hi, Mish. I threaten everything every second of the day.
Well, then you'll fit in good with the Beezers. If you're constantly threatening everything every second of the day, Jenna. Have fun with that.
Yeah, I don't think so, baby Jane. That's not gonna happen. I'm not showing anybody my marriage certificate.
Good, don't want to see it. Really don't care. Because it's non-existent.
If they want to think it's fake, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Once again.
I think it's proof enough that we're living in a building where you have to.
There's no proof he lives there. You won't even let us in the bedroom. Nobody has seen any proof that he lives there. Oh, you put his Casio keyboard on a table? Get out of here. Did you know single women can live in a family building? And he may pop in here and there? That's it. The end.
Have to be married. So if you want to call the authorities, we'll show them the marriage certificate, which we already showed them.
I think you might have made a mistake saying that because honestly, he may have told you that that Arabic document is your marriage certificate, where it may just be some court thing he had to take care of, and he told you you're married, so you won't leave? Are you kidding me? So you'll keep coming back? I can't with him.
The building. Otherwise, everyone else can get bent, as far as I'm concerned. Hi, Laura. I'm doing well today. It's nice to see you here, Creepy Comfort. I missed you. I have the proof, Peter Princess. I don't owe it to anybody. Who do I owe it to?
She knows if she showed it and it's in Arabic, that people like Mo Translate and other would be able to translate it, and it may not be a marriage certificate. There's no way she's going to take that chance.
Strangers on the internet who need content. I don't effing
So
think.
you tell strangers on the internet all your personal business and your health records. You have flashed your health records, your A1C numbers, and a marriage certificate is way more private than that. I've already showed my marriage license, girl.
Think so. I'm a cleaning stream. I was thinking of tidying up more here. Like I have some things I have to tidy up. I finally took out all my pots out of the boxes. I have to put.
You took them out of the boxes and they're sitting on that table with you. Honestly, you have to wash them too, by the way.
The boxes away. Maybe I'll do that soon.
And I always recommend, if it's a new pan or pot, I recommend boiling water in it first, then washing it really good, because you never know.
I don't know. I just thought I would talk to you guys, but
You're talking to people because Salah's out with his friends and it's making you nuts. And you want him to see you. Just like Nods, still keeping that dead channel, which he's bannovating over on Debo's, just so you can see him. And don't forget about him. That's all that's about. He could care less how many people are in his chat, as long as you are watching him. Y'all sick.
it traps the cheese better. Yeah, in like all the little holes.
Oh my God. Next.
Or like me, like a problem with me and insecurities and just like.
So you got into a relationship knowing you're insecure as hell and this man needs to bend a knee to all your desires and needs? Wow, this ought to last. At
Just
40, maybe in your 20s, but at 40? 40! This should be your forever marriage. He's only 30. And he's looking for that bag and that ride to Canada.
wanting to go back home, like I don't know. I don't really want to talk about like all the details.
Then you keep talking about it.
So it's gonna be like confusing, but all that
Then just don't talk about it.
matters is it's a new day and it's better now and I'm not going anywhere. So
Can you imagine living with someone who constantly dictates the mood of the house based on their feelings every day? That's called walking on eggshells, Salah. But I don't think he cares. He just don't give a shit.
it was just like an impulsive emotional moment, that's all.
That's all.
Actually, Peter Princess, I don't show you anything more personal than a marriage certificate. No, I don't.
Your health records. Yeah, you even film yourself in a hospital. Get out of here.
So,
A marriage certificate is more personal than that. Yes, Salah wants kids. He asked Kybella if she can have kids. Yes.
yeah. Actually, Rick, because I showed my plane ticket, no, it wasn't a lie. I was leaving.
That's a flex ticket. So no, that's the last leg. That wasn't a round trip. That was the last leg of the round trip ticket you already have, which you purchased the flex option, which means you can change the dates anytime you want. So I'm gonna assume that flex ticket, I'm gonna assume that it's 90 days from the time you came back from Iraq. So it's gonna be the fall. You're gonna be going somewhere.
So, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it's so personal because it doesn't exist. Exactly, Shayla. Why is Salah staying with her if he wants kids? First of all, he doesn't stay with her. Second of all, because she's creating a savings account for him so he can possibly move on to Canada all by himself. Don't you remember he said one time in a live that if he wanted to go, he could go on his own? But the truth is he can't because he's a Syrian. So he can't go over there as a visitor and stay. But he can go over on a study visa. He can go on a study visa, and he can actually, when he graduates, if he graduates with the right degree, he can actually get a permanent residency in Canada. And he has to prove that he has the income in his account to pay for tuition and living. So the fact that she transfers her YouTube pay, because she cannot use her Canadian debit card in Kuwait, right? She transfers it to the perfume business, and he transfers it from the perfume business into his own personal account, which looks like he made the money to sustain himself. Bloop! I love how it's all starting to make sense.
No, a flan buffet, I didn't.
And she may not know anything about any of this.
Paul. Welcome salam, Amanda. I lied. That was so long ago. I'm not even talking about that. Get a life. Like, what the fuck? Right?
What did somebody say? Living Laura said, I think they mean that you show your healthcare things. And Baby Jane said, you showed your STD results once. These people are turning on her. No, we have no clue, because she does feeder content too.
Hey, Dragonfly, get a life.
What a Dragonfly? Oh, Dragonfly must have got blocked. My bad.
It's between you and Salah. People have a lot of nerve wanting any more than what you already get. Exactly.
We have the nerve of wanting to know. It's her chat that asks the questions. We don't. We just cover what she's willing to put out on YouTube. How did they get this so confused? Like, reaction channels are reacting to the content in front of us. Her chat is the one that asked her all the questions. Constantly.
Exactly. I think I've shared enough. Like,
yeah, we do too.
Like I said, call the authorities. Tell them.
I don't think you should be saying that. I really, really, really don't.
Come here.
That doesn't make it real. You can't read the document. That's the facts. You know what's odd? Remember when you went to get married? You sat on a bench outside the courtroom. You weren't even in there. Does that not ring any bells with you? You didn't have to say anything? That's frightening. Second of all, I don't believe his family would want their only son to get married without a celebration. Honestly.
And say we're not married. We have the marriage. We had to show a marriage certificate to move here.
How do you know? Because you didn't do it. You are a single female. You can get a place in a family building. He said it. It was almost like he was protecting himself when he said it.
Look it up if you want to. You guys look up everything else like you're sleuths, like you think you know everything.
We already have looked it up. You would have to have a residency to get married and a civil ID. You only way is if you do it through work permit, as a career person, not a YouTuber, right? You know what I'm saying? You are not that. We already know the laws through the ministry.
Thing. So look it up. It's freaking easy.
We did. I think it's a sublease. That's why she don't get mail there. It's a sublet. I think Salah set it all up through somebody he knows, parked her in there, made her believe that, you know what I mean? That marriage certificate is real, but it's really not one. I mean, because she can't read it, guys.
You know, because Muslims don't take their husband's last names. Very
Yes, that is true.
easy to look up as well. Revisiting the old stuff is getting, I know, desperate. That's what it is. I didn't choose food over anybody.
You sure do. Yes, you do. You chose it over sleeping in bed with Nads because you wanted McDonald's so bad in the middle of the night. Yeah, we seen it. You even told us. I just want to be home with my cats. While you're laying in bed with the man you supposedly want to spend the rest of your life with, he didn't have McDonald's in his house, and you're used to ordering Uber Eats at 3 o'clock in the morning because you're craving it. So yeah, you got up and leave. He'd hide your keys because you may or may not have been indulging in substances that you should not be driving. So there's that. Yeah, so, you know, we just break apart the stuff you put out.
Yeah, I know, Charles, exactly. Yeah, in Islam, the wife keeps the last name. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I guess people in religious coverings are not human, right? Retail therapy, I'm not mad.
Maybe that,
That doesn't even make sense.
maybe that marriage certificate is his high school diploma.
Right, maybe he had to get his high school diploma so he could get a study visa, and he had to go through the government to get it from
No,
Syria.
It's his diploma, but it's all in a different language.
It's in a different language, that's what I said. He may have told her it's a marriage certificate.
Yeah, exactly.
He has to get a lot of paperwork from Syria in order to be able to leave the country. So, you know, the educated can sit here and go, Charles Reed, yeah. That one's Charles Reed Jr. That's Charles Reed Jr. So it used to be Charles Reed, and it was one we thought it was Chantel's sock account, but it's definitely like somebody like Missy Moo. Or Yo Mama, we don't know.
Just replying to your dumb questions.
Don't read them. Read only the ones that lift you up. You're looking for those questions. Want to know why? Because you're mad Salah's out.
I lied about going back through the drive-thru to get him food. I gave him money. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was Nods. Yeah, you did lie about that. He pulled it out of his pocket, but you gave it to him before you turned the camera on.
And that was like 4 years ago. So you can get over it or get out of here. Actually, I gotta...
Yeah, my husband don't even follow this shit. And it was that easy for him to say, well, it's in another language. She wouldn't even know what it is. I mean, to me, it's common sense.
Idea, I will block you. Goodbye.
Losing more audience, one block at a time.
Goodbye, April, you freaking loser. Goodbye.
And people are losers.
Yeah, false rage bait for reaction channels who have no life, exactly.
Once again, why are you blaming us? You're the one that put it out there for the world to see so you could have your audience. Well, here we are.
Goodbye, retail.
And the ones that don't have reaction channels are actually in your chat and you're blocking them all. That's why she wishes she could block reaction channels from talking.
I'm rude. I guess you won't be watching me. Why is it confusing to go back and forth? Like I said, have you guys never changed your mind about anything at all?
Not being married? No. I wouldn't have got married.
In your life? Like at all? You've never got... Actually, a lot of you have never been in my situation. Have you...
We wouldn't be in your situation. I would never reach out on Tinder or WhatsApp and believe some guy that says, I want to marry you, you come here. In 48 hours? In 48 hours, and you don't even smell a skunk. Oh my God. And then, not only that, you gave up everything. And say you have panic attacks, you gave up everything to move across the world to a country you know nothing about, to revert to a culture you know nothing about, to marry a man you've never met a day in your life. You're right. Never in a million years would I do that.
You uprooted your entire life.
Would never.
And moved to a foreign country.
Never. I wouldn't even move to Canada, and it's across the border. For a man. If he loves you, he'd come to you. He wouldn't make you give up everything.
Where it's like a huge cultural difference and went from one extreme to another, and you're
all your choice. Why are you using it as some sort of weapon now to shut people up? Nobody would do that. Except for the people that appear on Dr. Phil. You know what I'm saying?
torn between an old life and a new life? No, you can't. So why are you judging me when you don't know the first thing about it?
Because you're miserable and we see it. And we can't figure out why you're staying. Who gains 120 pounds when they're happy as hell? Right? And then complain that they're depressed and they got to go on medication, and that don't even sound right.
Teardrop, hi.
Oh, dear God. Look who woke up. Teardrop.
There's always idiots.
Yeah, have you ever threatened to divorce your husband because he won't let you eat takeout anymore? Because he doesn't want you to die in the sand out there? I mean, get out of here.
They're like flies on shit. That's all they...
We are flies on shit. And who's the poo? I know who's the poo. You're the fly on poo. Right, poo boy? She's the fly on your poo. Ha ha ha.
Where?
Yes, Boo Squeezy. We all see how much happier she was in Canada.
Plane ride to Canada is 13 hours.
So what? Ask the soldiers how long their flight is from the United States to Afghanistan or northern Iraq. Ask them.
Oh yeah, people who are happy never get angry. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
That was too much of a blanketed statement. You just said people. That doesn't even make sense.
People who are happy don't try to rage bait people.
You're easily rage baited, and it's Salah rage baiting you. Not us. We're not over there. We're not over there. We didn't go out with our friends and leave you home alone.
That's the real truth there.
In fact, I wouldn't even do that to my husband. Nor would he do that to me. Because we like being together. Apparently, he doesn't like being with you. He has more fun with his friends. Then again, he's 30. He should. Wait till he gets to Canada and he's kicking it in the clubs with all the college girls. He doesn't even know how fun it is to be able to mingle with people, have a drink, be grown-ups. He's going to be like a bird out of a cage. Ha ha!
My husband did. It's a big deal. Exactly. Did he ever get homesick? You know, it's like huge cultural...
Homesick's one thing. Saying, I'm going to go visit my family, I'm a little homesick. Then going on the internet and, this ain't what I thought it was supposed to be. If I'm not married, I'm not staying here. They don't do that.
Difference is, hi little doll, walaikum salam. They don't have any facts. Hi Sylvia.
No, the only facts we have are what you put out on the internet and then you delete it and retract it. That's all we got.
Pam Shakala. Nothing wrong with blocking rude troublemaker. Exactly, nothing wrong with it. The haters block people for simply not exactly. They all.
She just sat there and blocked 5 people. Who said that? Oh, and then somebody goes, Smile Bunny said, tell us how long is your block list. Ha ha ha.
No one can walk in our Skechers, exactly. Most of these people have
No, my husband would not leave me outside in a sandstorm eating a donut. No. And sit in the car and be in my chat. That's just weird. That's control. That's bizarre.
Visited a different state, let alone lived in another country. I know, Amber Chick. Exactly.
Amber Chick used to come in here. Are you trolling her or did you switch sides, Amber Chick?
My block list is very long and I like it that way. Hi, Green Grapes.
Yeah, but you just accuse people of blocking people for no reason. Good Lord.
I'm an expat who moved overseas to a no culture where I had to. You know? Well, good for you, Tabby. I'm sure I could get a husband locally too, but it just so happens that
I don't think so. Not one that told you everything you wanted to hear before you wired him all your money.
I fell in love with Salah.
Except for nods, of course.
So, like, seriously.
She would never, ever get a professional, careered man. Ever. That's why she always picked men she felt were inferior to her and she could make their life better. Because she needs that that boost in ego. She's got a very big ego for someone who's insecure.
Santos! Thank you, Santos.
Even when it was exposed that all of BBJ's health issues were about to hit the YouTubes, she still puffed her chest. You see what I'm saying? Like, right there would have been a hit to your insecurities because it's called an exposure. But no, she changed the story. She doubled down. So don't tell me you're insecure. You'd have logged off after that.
Santos, that's sweet of you. I appreciate that. I have to like that. Thank you. I don't know. I want to watch Long Legs, but like, I saw a picture of who's.
Oh, I don't want to hear about movies. Go lay in bed and watch a movie.
Okay, behave then. No. Been with my husband for over 30 years. You know how many arguments we've had? Yeah.
Arguments are different, you dumb beezer, than going on the internet and basically saying that he's not being a good husband, I'm going home, I'm getting a divorce, blah, 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 blah. They do this all the time. If people get in an argument with their husband, they don't go on the internet and basically low-key slander him.
Hi, Coffee.
She blocked 1,000 people that would have paid her. And 1,000 times 10 is 10 grand. Yeah, she's something.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about Julia. I stayed in Pakistan with my husband for 2 weeks and lost so much weight. The food was not what I was used to. I ate oatmeal. Really, Amanda? Oh, I would love it. I love Pakistani food. No, we don't fight over food. People are making shit up out of their ass. Like,
absolutely you do. We've seen it. I think he threw the taco at you. You constantly are looking at his food as yours. The guy he has to eat outside of the apartment.
It's so stupid.
Like he drops your shit off after he's eaten now. He's learned a lesson.
Hi, RCPC. Thank you, Coffee.
She's like, he don't really like Taco Bell anyway. Because people are like, God dang.
The heart wants what the heart wants. Like fighting over food. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to Canada and get a freaking, live.
You already said that when you went back the last time, you told us the reason you went back is because you missed the food. You literally said that. That was like the main reason you went back besides missing your family. Was the food.
My life single, like, I don't know.
Yeah, you do want to go back. I don't think you can. I've been saying this a long time. You got into a contractual agreement and you have hell to pay if you try to get out of it. Sometimes I feel like you want to test that because of your deviancy. I feel like you do want to test it, but then I think you're afraid to test it. Like I really do.
Anyway, shake my head. Thank you, RCPC. No, I already had my dinner. I had paneer. But I might make a coffee. I don't know. Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa.
She always eyes up. Remember when Pete would eat something? She would eye his food. Yeah. We watch her. It was crazy. I'd never seen anything like it. Whether they were in the car mukbanging or they were sitting at the kitchen counter. He started taking his food upstairs. Like he really did. And then she would always ask him, so did you like your food? Was it good? And he'd be like, eh. You know what I mean? Because she would pay for his food as long as it's from a place she wanted to eat at. We've seen all that play out. And we're going to believe that, like, she literally changed? No.
Creepypasta.
Yeah, she's got the food aggression of an aggressive dog.
Mukbangs. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Hey, Lisa, what's up?
Oh, she even did, not only did she admit to being a food addict, she admitted to that's all she thinks about. That is what's on her mind. She even dreams about Burger Kings in the desert. That's how sick this is. This is how implanted in her brain that food is. If she's not eating it, she's thinking about it. I couldn't even imagine that kind of a plague. Holy shit.
What's wrong with being single? Nothing. Sometimes I have to say, like, I don't know. How does it look miserable? It's so better. It's like better here, I find.
No, you definitely look miserable, and you're not going to convince us otherwise. The end.
In a lot of ways. I don't know, like, I just feel like sometimes, like, being married, especially in a different culture, there's like, it's different, you know? And like, sometimes I just don't feel like adequate, like an adequate wife, like.
You're not. You're not. I mean, that's obvious. Those pillows are still like this for 3 days. That would drive me nuts. Now, my husband always stacks the pillows like that. Look it, I'll show you. And I will go in there after this live, and I will rearrange my pillows again. He always does that. I ain't mad about it, but it'll drive me nuts. And I'm not saying I'm like, you know, OCD about cleanliness. It's just I like my home to look organized. You don't even wash dishes. You don't even take the pans you bought and boil water in them and then wash them really good, dry them, put them away. You leave them sitting in the living room for days and days and days, just like your groceries. Just sat on that table for days. You have absolutely no pride in your home, and it shows. Thank you, girl.
And just like, you know what I mean? Like, just that self-doubt. And it's like, sometimes I guess I was just feeling that self-doubt a lot, and I was like, I just want to be at peace, and I don't want to.
So what's the chaos over there? You sit there all day alone watching movies and eating. Where's your chaos? You don't have kids, you don't have grandkids, you don't have animals that you have to walk 3 times a day and juggle all your duties. You don't go out and get groceries. What is your chaos that you need peace for? That would be interesting to know.
Burden anybody, you know, so.
Wait a minute. You don't want to burden anybody. You don't want to burden anybody. Oh my gosh. How many trips have we taken to clinics and ERs in just the past 2 months? Oh, oh my God.
She didn't ask for the quesadilla. He literally brought it to her.
She did ask for the quesadilla. That's a lie. Who said that? Teardrop? Who said it? Breezeth again. It wasn't his leftovers. She was bugging him.
People need to grow up. People need to grow up.
Do we? Do we? Can we compare notes on what you do in a day and what I do in a day? I do grown-up stuff. You do teenage stuff. Hi, Jaxie.
Seriously.
Love of my life, baby, pop, pop.
Yeah, I don't think I would either, Robin, honestly.
Say hi to the Beepo. Hi, Beepo.
Couldn't live with the strays and trash. Annie, have you been to downtown Toronto or
Chicken.
some cities? There's so many cities in the U.S.
He wants to.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Just like any other place in the world, Kuwait has some areas that are not
gross. Then why do you keep showing us the gross areas? Why do you keep showing us? Is there pretty camels out there that have like a little blanket over them? They're groomed, cleaned, and washed. Or why do we get the ones that have shit running down the back of their legs and their eyes have gunk coming out of them? and they got chains around them and ropes with their legs roped together. Like, anybody ever heard of a fence? Why are we making them walk like they're in a sack race? Why did you take us to a place that had garbage all over the front of it? Are you not allowed in Kuwait? Kuwait City? Why aren't you taking us to Kuwait City? Because you don't fit in? I don't get it. So if there's so many beautiful places, then why are you showing us, like, the garbage places? That doesn't even make sense.
That nice, and they have areas that are nicer than any place I've ever been in my life. Like,
then let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah, she'll take us in the winter, people.
super posh. So, yeah.
So, yeah. Really? That's it? That's as far as this goes? Super posh. The country, you can drive from one end to the other in 2 hours. You're acting like it's the United States of America size, or Canada, the biggest country in the world. You're acting like you've never even been out of your own province. Well, you did. You went from, let's see, Cornwall to Ontario to Toronto to Montreal. There it is. Oh my. She didn't even take us around. She didn't even take us around Windsor. So I'm not even counting Windsor. She literally drove to a casino, did a naughty photo shoot on a bed with Carly while Josh took the pictures. I can't even imagine their conversation on the way home. I really can't. I'd like to. I wish we could have heard it. But she has no shame in her game. She has no anxiety. Don't believe any of the bullshit. She literally went to Windsor, to a casino, and you know she gambled all night. She got drunk. She laid on a bed with another woman and got pictures taken. She has no anxiety. She has absolutely no insecurities because I am not big and I sure as shit would not do that. So don't believe any of that. She uses it for bad behavior. Nasty.
It's the same thing. I'm the best wife. I mean, I have issues. I have health issues.
All brought on by you.
Not
the sands of time. All brought on by you. In fact, the doctor told you you would get rid of probably 90% of your issues if you would lose weight ASAP. He even told you you need to lose weight ASAP. He was like a doctor now of Kuwait. And what do? You go and eat donuts and drink a sugary drink and stuff your face. Health issues.
I mean, everyone has problems, you know, but I am very loving.
You even told Julia, get back in her box. Because she was irritating you. Can you imagine how easy she's irritated? But she wants everybody to give her attention and love her. But everything else and every other animal can piss off. Oh my God.
It's hot, but in the winter is amazing. And
you've never even went out in the winter. You went to a museum, right? Because you probably are being chaperoned by Murad and his kid, right? If you're not married, you can't go out in public without being chaperoned. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable, this stuff. And you went to all these kids' things, petting zoos, aquariums. Yeah, that's seeing the posh life. Yeah.
Wait till the winter. I want to go to.
Oh, wait till the winter, everybody. It's going to be lit.
Do so many things here. You guys will see.
Oh, we'll see.
I'm very loving, and I make him laugh a lot, and we just have a really fun time. We have a bond that he's never had with anyone else. You know, like, I'm not ordinary. I'm not a basic bitch.
Ha! You are far from a basic bitch. You are an emotional mess. But anyway, so you make him laugh with all your baby stuff. You know why he's doing that? Because he thinks it's a joke. A joke. Like, you don't even see what's going on. He literally shades you every time he films you. And you laugh about it. It's like when Nader put on your clothes and he stuffed it with pillows and laughed with another woman about you. You laughed about that? You thought that was love. That was hate. You get that, right? Wow.
So, Sorry for my language, but that's the term. And he likes that, and he loves me for me. So, you know,
Okay.
I'm overweight and I eat when I want. No one forces me. Yeah, you know, like I have my laundry. Do you guys mind if I fold laundry?
If we have to stare at your face, then yes, I do mind.
I'm gonna put these pots in the kitchen.
Yeah, everything's on a table.
Can these pots go in the oven? I wonder.
Yeah, he laughs at her. Hell yeah, he does. He thinks that this is like, you've got to be kidding me. I can't believe this woman exists. She's so naive and so gullible. And I'm going to get to Canada so fast with this one. He'll do anything. He wants to be an actor in Canada. Oh my God, can you even imagine?
Let me see. I'm the opposite of Facebook. Because I called her a frog. Oh yeah, sure, whatever. Has nothing
If somebody tells you that a label you give them is racist for their culture or their religion, you better believe it and not laugh about it while you're calling everybody Islamophobic because they don't believe that you're actually a revert. There's two totally different things.
to do with culture, it's about looks.
You don't tell her what it has to do with. She's telling you. Listen.
So, and by that logic, then she's Islamophobic for saying Hamadan. So
Hamadan is a city, you dingbat. It is the name of a city. Ha!
yeah,
Isn't it in Tehran? Hamadan is a city.
Brock, hold some laundry, honey.
I need a scissors.
Nobody has to twist my arm to eat either. Yes, you're here, Blue Pot. Get some snackies. Brittany, it is normal. It is normal for couples to fight. And it wasn't a...
Well, you didn't fight on the internet in the middle of a live stream like at least Shani and Rev do, right? Where we can see the fight and who's wrong and who's right. You actually slandered him behind his back because you were mad. And it probably was over the Taco Bell, if we're going to be honest. Because you don't care. You just want what you want. You don't care who it hurts, especially when it comes to food.
threat of divorce for...
Yeah, that chair is totally struggling. Creaking like a mofo.
Something he did. It was because I was feeling very emotional and overwhelmed with life, you know? And
With having to rein in your diet and him trying to help through love. Yeah, we can see you biting the hand that feeds you for sure.
I just, yeah. And there's a lot of other things, like, I'm not even going to talk about it, so.
Good.
If
For the 10th time, stop talking about it.
couples don't get into disagreements or whatever, yeah, okay, sure. Then you're obviously not.
I don't go on the internet and slander my husband if we get in a disagreement. We talk about it like grown-ups. Oh my God, I'm going home. You're out of here. I'm kicking you out. Oh, look, I got the lipstick for the parody, too. Is that not her lipstick? Talk to me, Goose. It even comes with the lip liner so I can make it uneven and too big. I told you, I'm getting ready for this parody.
In one. You're obviously not in one. You get hungry? I don't know who that is, Banana Princess. I don't know. I don't know. Love hurts.
Your voice sucks.
Love strong. Was that song Nazareth? Oh my gosh, Teardrop, did you watch I was watching on, you know what I was watching while I was eating my dinner on Tubi? I was watching The Crush.
My God, she's got every app. Tubi, Peacock, Hulu, Netflix. How do you have, she tells us to get a life. How do you have all those apps and yet get in a full day of being a wife?
With Alicia Silverstone and that Carrie Elwes guy.
Nobody cares.
I don't like it.
Nobody cares.
They're two
Nobody
talking
cares.
into a movie.
Nobody cares.
Watching Tubi. Yeah, the little
Nobody
quirks
cares.
build up sometimes. They're talking through it. That's what's important. Yeah. And it's my personality. Like, I'm so impulsive, and when I get very And I'm mentally ill. Like, I have issues.
Then get help. The internet's not your therapy. Well, it's her therapy, but we're not your therapist. Get help. Do better. You're affecting another person's life. That's what you do when you're married.
So like I have trouble dealing with my emotions sometimes and making decisions. Like I make hasty decisions when
No, here's your problem with your personality. You run to the internet to try to make yourself look good and the person you're with look bad. Then you change it up and expect people to like the person after they've been exposed for, I don't know, not being such a good person. You tried to build up Nader as a great guy. He cooks for me and he makes me laugh. We love being together. And then he's an abuser. He's an abuser. I'm going to file a police report. Oh, and then I'm going to retract the police report and tell everybody I exaggerated. But then when he says, I can't live with you, you're crazy. Then we go back to that abusing piece of shit, right? Come on. We've watched it. We've seen what you did to Bibi. Honest to God.
I shouldn't. And
something tells me, Salah, as soon as he gets all the money he wants out of your ass, this is going to be an epic live stream.
And I don't know. Like, I say things I don't mean. I do things like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No, you hurt people and you hurt animals. That's what you do.
Rob Zombie. I used to love his movies, like House of a Thousand Murder and like creepy. Like,
nope.
I don't know. I'm not the type of person who likes to vent to people in my real life. I've said that before.
So you use the internet where your family can actually see you doing it and his family can see you doing it? They're all going to think you're crazy over there, which is probably why you don't leave the house, right?
Don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't know. But it wasn't just coming on here to vent. It was just to announce that I'm going to Canada because I had my ticket. I showed it in the video.
Okay, you're going to harp on this a million times. It's a flex ticket. A flex ticket, which means you already had the ticket. You can change the dates. You were supposed to leave on the 23rd. That's your return ticket. Right? You probably even pushed the date out till the 23rd because you should have left the 12th or the 13th. Then you guys he decided you're not going to Canada. We're going to drive across the border and wait it out, which you did. 3 days, no content. You come back, you're walking on the beach, needing to go to the hospital. Yeah, so that was on the way back. And you were so sick, right? So you go to the hospital. And he's basically told that you need to lose weight and cannot eat like that anymore. So you want to eat like that. Guess what happens? Big fight ensues. I'm going home. I'll go home and eat all the poutine and all the stuff I want. You're not stopping me. Nobody's stopping me. Right? Right? Then he had to remind you. You don't get just to leave when you want to leave. So you can get that out of your head. Anywho, so you went and changed the dates on the ticket that you already have. Now, I'm going to assume, since you paid for a flexible ticket, you have changed the dates now till 90 days out. Bloop.
I bought a ticket in haste.
And didn't lose a dime.
Actually, hey. So, I mean,
I think before the authorities would actually step in, well, she would have to go to the hospital a couple more times where she gets really put into her record. She'll be noticed. Let's just say that. Right now, she may not be noticed. But if she keeps going to a public hospital for, these sugar spikes and symptoms, yeah, it will get on the radar of the ministry. Absolutely. And they're going to say, you know what? I just really don't think we should renew your visa until you get your health in order. Blah, blah, blah. Because they will report her. She's never going to have a doctor in Kuwait. It's always going to be a hospital run or a clinic run or a pharmacist that happens to throw her some meds. She's playing with fire. And eventually it's going to all come to bite her. Absolutely. Which is why we watch. Because eventually, that's what's going to happen. Or he's going to go to the ministry when she goes to Canada and say, do not renew her visa. I do not want her here. He's got all the money he needs. Bloop.
I like old 80s stuff too, some of it.
And she will sing like a bird.
Thank you, Ashley. So yeah. Chelsea, I'm stuck in an unhappy relationship for my babies. Aw, sorry to hear that.
That's not good for your babies. Chelsea said, I'm stuck in an unhappy relationship for my babies. That's not good for your babies. If you're in an unhealthy relationship, then that's what your children learn to accept in life. Love is abuse. Love is neglect. Love is fighting. Love is name calling. And how toxic is it, Chelsea? No, you're staying because you don't have faith to leave. The end.
I'm sure it's like even harder if you have kids to like separate, like you have a family unit, you know, like, and that even for us, like we have a family.
I knew she would compare this to herself. Like us, we have a family unit. God even knows if the hamster's alive, let alone been given any sort of attention.
Unit, like our pets are they're like our children.
No, it's your property. If you knew Julia was not happy being in that apartment and she's tearing up your curtains trying to get out, anyone with empathy would let her go back to the life she wants. She's feral. There are such things as outdoor cats and indoor cats. An indoor cat has no interest in the outdoors. A cat from the outdoors has no interest in the indoors. And the truth is you're treating her like property because she's a prop for your channel. So she will suffer. She will suffer mentally. Wow. Making people and animals crazy one day at a time.
And like that's how we love them. That's how we take care of them, you know.
If she was your family and you took care of her, she would be neutered by now.
Code here is halal, Kevin. It has to be by law. Julia's doing good, Carrie. Don't apologize, Queen. If you vent to people in your real life, it makes them think negatively of your partner. Learn from experience, and then make up and love. I know. It's true.
It is true.
You got married at...
You even wanted people to not like your sister. You did. You wanted people not to like Shannon. You wanted people not to like BBJ. You wanted people to not like Pete. You can't stand sharing the limelight with anybody. And that's why you put Salah down. This is the fourth time you've put him down to your audience. So they won't like him better than you.
At 15? No. What am I manipulating, Denise?
Everything and everybody, including food.
How am I manipulating?
And doctors.
Anybody.
And your blood sugar.
To feel sorry for me or whatever. Like I've said, like...
What? What has she ever done to get people to feel sorry for her? Come on.
I don't get it. I'm human. I go through normal like emotions and things like that. Like I don't understand.
In 8 years, have you ever seen me act like her ever? Ever. Oh my God. Listen, I would be playing checkers in a home. I would be getting help.
People's negative way of thinking. Like, unless you're like literally in my Skechers, you can't understand what it's like to up.
Ew, you're busted out Skechers. Stop. What?
Keep your life and move to a completely other culture, and like be like a wife when you never ever thought like you would ever be. You know, like it's hard sometimes. Like
what? You didn't even know the guy. You still don't know the guy. You have no idea if your marriage certificate is actually a marriage certificate. It could be him over at the courthouse gathering stuff from Syria that he needs to go to Canada on a study visa, which is very easy to do for him once he has his birth certificate. He has all the paperwork he needs from Syria. What is wrong with you? Were you even in there and you took an oath together? Or you didn't have to be? You sat on that bench waiting for him. Get out of here. Oh my God. When all this becomes exposed, do you have any idea? This is insanity.
Where's the manipulation in that?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, creepy. I'm sure we will, for sure, yeah.
God.
7, Ashley. I can't believe that. Little Beezer. Really, Robin? I can imagine. It's hard taking care of people that we love, for sure.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't take care. Like Pete. When Pete was in a severely emotional state and it was very scary and very sad, you go, I am not responsible for Pete's mental health. He'll still be there in the morning. What if he wasn't there still in the morning? She wouldn't feel an ounce of guilt. Well, I had plans. And now you got Salah literally having to feel sorry for you and take care of you. She did the same to Shannon, too. She didn't even go to the hospital. Nope. She decided at that moment, she was not worth trying to rekindle a friendship. At that moment.
I was joking.
I would say, you know how you can determine how good of a person is how they treat you when you need them the most. Bloop! Like BBJ needed you.
I said, I'm going to manipulate you people. I was literally verbatim saying what the haters say.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. That was straight off your chest. Because you were blocking people and you said, I don't care if you all leave. And you were blocking them and people were angry. And you said basically that they would all come back. That ain't anything we've ever said to our audience. Nice try, though. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is when you have no empathy for her. She is calculating and she's hateful. And trust me, she's mad at Salah because he's out with his friends. And she comes on and takes her aggression out on everybody else because she can't take it out on him.
That I'm just going to manipulate people. Like, I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, you
I'm
do.
sure every human being. Okay,
Here we go. Let's get into a group now. Every human being.
Every single human being, if you are a human with a brain, a heart, all that.
Well, that makes up a human and it makes up animals.
Anatomy, you've told lies in your life. You've probably manipulated.
So now you're admitting to your lies? No, she never will. So she's going to lump us into the insanity that she's put out on the internet for everybody to question. I see. This is how she works. She did this with her family. I think they're over it too. I think she's trapped too. I have thought that for a while. Yep.
Maybe even without knowing it, even if it's not a huge one or whatever, there's different levels. We've all done shitty things in our life. Like if you say...
Yes, but we do not take it out on people on the internet. Or people that we love. You do. Nice try, though. Yeah, everybody's probably told a white lie or this or that in their life, and they repent for it. They don't keep repeating it. Stupid.
Say you don't, and you're a saint? Oh, well.
Oh, now we went all the way to saint? Saint? Are you kidding me? Nobody's a saint except for the saints.
I'm sure. My apologies. Like.
That was an apology? Nah, okay.
My Skechers, yeah. It's not normal, Peter Princess. I never said my rapid cycling.
Oh, finally, she admits to rapid cycling. Well, look we're starting to make progress.
Normal, but it is what it is.
So there you go, and we are who we are. So if we got a problem with your rapid cycling and it hurts other people, we're going to talk about it. You'll be fine.
You know, I've been to psychiatrists, I've been to therapy. None of them think I have bipolar.
None of them think? You've only gone to consultations. You haven't even been in therapy long enough for them to make an informed decision or diagnosis. You run as fast as you can, which is very common for narcissists.
They think I'm depressed and anxiety, and they put me on
You
a.
don't have anxiety, ma'am. I'm going to tell you why. You only have anxiety when you're not eating the food that you crave. Because nobody in their right mind with anxiety would jump on an airplane to Kuwait and give up everything that's normalcy to them, or that gives them their identity of peace and calm. They wouldn't throw all that to the wind for a fake love. Are you kidding me? Or the promise of love. You do not, ma'am, have anxiety. No, you don't.
On a medication, and that's what I'm on today. That's it. Who am I manipulating, YouTube lover? Like, I don't know who I'm manipulating. Like,
That's where she don't get it. This is a game as old as time to her. Manipulation is changing the story, making people feel crazy that with gaslighting that they didn't see what they saw because you deleted it. Yeah, we're well aware of your traits. You do it all the time. You've been doing it for 7 years. You did it to Bibi. You did it to Naj. You did it to Pete's. You're doing it to Salah. You did it to your friends. I mean, you have put it all out on your channel. Nobody's guessing. We're watching.
Like, if you feel manipulated by me, like, don't watch me. I don't get it. Everyone, yeah, exactly. If everyone shared their honest life, everyone would look a mess. Most people choose to.
Would I look a mess if I shared my honest life? No. Maybe in my 20s, because my life was upside down. And even into my 30s. Yeah, but that's what life's about. It's about falling on your face, picking yourself back up, and doing better. And then by the time you get to, I don't know, 50 or 40 some years old, pretty much 40, if you ask me, I had it all figured out and I was able to grow and go forward. So it's called a growth. It's called experiencing life, learning from your mistakes, and don't repeat them if you can help it. If you do repeat them, then you got to keep trying not to. It's not about just trying to gaslight people so you can continue to be a mess. That's stupid. That's insanity. That is repeating the same behavior, hoping for a different result. That's insanity.
To share only and to judge. Exactly. That's why a lot of haters, they hide behind an avatar and they don't even share anything about their life.
But showing your face has nothing to do with your personality. People don't have to show their face. It's just for you to make fun of and think you're better than them or prettier than them. And you distort their picture and you put it up. Look at this goblin. That's what you do. It's because you're just like that. You're like a child.
Life. You know, they just pick apart mine. Like, whatever.
You've picked apart Pete's life, Bibi. You've made fun of Pete. You've rolled your eyes at him. You've insulted him on camera. And he's the one you always run to when your life sucks. And he's always there for you. I don't know how he could be that loyal to somebody who keeps doing that to him. Even on Pride Day, when you went to the parade with him, you made sure you wore the best wig and clothes and makeup. And you made a joke out of him. That was shitty. You could have really taken your time to make him feel good about himself. But now we've learned that you actually talked him into that for content because he has absolutely no desire to transgen, period, the end. Everything you do is an insult to cultures, illnesses, pet owners.
I have Skechers. Oh.
See how much better it makes her feel when she's mad at Salah? You hear the sigh like, oh God, that feels so much better.
I'm curious, Denise, why I'm manipulative. Can you please enlighten me?
I could write a book for you, but listen, honestly, we don't need to tell you. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm seriously curious.
No, you're not. Because you'll just deny it and lie anyway.
You know? What do you mean I've lied about my arguments with Salah? What have I lied about?
Hi.
Like, why are you, like, why do people...
Prove it. Okay, why are you people... Someone asked you a legit question, and watch how she flips it.
People go to that negative, like, why?
See? Just answer the frickin' question.
I don't get it.
You know?
The first thing kids do is manipulate. That's true, yeah. Yeah, maybe as a kid, yeah. My bro has been married 19
So maybe
years.
as a kid you manipulated your grandma. Remember when you called her on the phone when you got a quarter from a girl? Because, you know, you always got to take from others. But you got that quarter from that girl. You called your grandma to come get you from your little, teenage naughty home, right? Brat home your mom signed you over to, right? Where you're probably supposed to get some good counseling. But anyway, you manipulated your grandma, and then you went and stayed with your grandma. Then you manipulated Shannon and slept on her mom's couch while you complained about, I don't know, somebody else staying there. Like, you've been doing it your whole life. You don't even recognize it.
There's only one time where divorce was talked about. Yes, they argue. Okay, good, Vanish. That's your brother. Everyone's different. Cool story.
If everyone's different, then why do you always lump everybody together when it comes to you? So when somebody else mentions something, you go, well, that's you. That's not everybody else. But then you lump us all into your bullshit. You never lied. People never lied. Christians go to church every day. They don't go to church every day. They study every day.
You know? The therapy from Canada actually is not going to work out. I have to be in Canada because you can't.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This is about as dumb as the airline ticket. There is online help if you want it. Better Self, there's so many. I mean, my God, you have every app so you can watch movies all day in bed, but you refuse to Zoom. She would just manipulate the therapist anyway. Forget it.
Practice therapy I have to be in Canada. I'd have to be in the same area because they're only licensed to practice in Canada. That's what I was told. Hi, Penny Little. Some black socks.
They're only licensed to practice. I think you're talking about lawyers. I'm pretty sure you can talk to a therapist on the phone, right? And if you needed therapy so bad, why did you run home back to Kuwait for a man who may or may not be seeing other women? This is just like the Natter Olympics. Totally the
I don't want to wear socks. Yeah, Silvio, I know. Favorite Lush product? Oh, that would be so hard. I don't know. I love the Skin's Shangri-La moisturizer. I don't know. Yeah,
she's not interested in talking about normal things. She wants to fight and argue. So quit asking her normal questions. Get with the program, Beezers. She wants to get rid of her anger at Salah.
And even broke up and posted on Twitter literally 2 weeks before they ran off and quickly got married. All idiots.
All idiots.
A tier list.
Everybody's idiots. I believe Salah gets with his friends and they laugh their asses off at this. I know. They're probably watching it on a big screen while they're partying. And they're like, dude, how much money you got out of her? Right? I know. And we're trying to be woman to woman, human to human. How do you not see this? We did it with the Natter thing. She kept literally arguing with everybody that was seeing what was going on. And she's doing the same thing again. And we love that for her.
No.
And she wonders why she has nothing.
Yeah, they don't last too long. They start getting wear and tear, Annie, you're right. You know? So.
Of course they're sitting around laughing.
Yeah. You said you were leaving because you respect yourself. Yeah, well, Petty Little,
Yeah, you did say you were leaving because you respect yourself, which means he's disrespectful to you. Duh, we see it. Even the Kybella thing, he probably couldn't even believe you came back. We could have told him that even that won't stop you. We could have told him. I mean, Natter moved in with another woman. And that didn't stop her. She ended up in their bed with them. I can't. Oh my God. Oh my God. These are levels. These are levels. I'm so grateful she tells everything on this platform. We don't even have to guess. Eventually she tells us, which is why we watch this till the end.
I'm not going to talk about anything anymore about that. So So many perfect relationships here today. I'm fine. Hi, Leslie Cat. I'm fine. If you look at my track record, if you look at my history, all the time that I was like involved with that gross, evil woman
that you chased for 18 months after he moved 2 hours away from you.
beating swordfish, I would fall apart on like almost every live stream. I was like not okay. Like
Yeah, the only reason you're not doing it now is because you're in Kuwait. Because you did in Canada. You lost your shit. Uh-huh.
even people like, are you gonna
And
go
I have a feeling you fear him more than you did Nader. Like, to be honest with you. Because you are impulsive.
down the long road? Like, you know, like I was always not okay. So like
So you always got in your car and drove to him. You sat in the driveway of Dee Dee's condo trying to get Nader to go to a hotel with you and leave Dee Dee because it was your birthday. Holy did you forget this stuff that we're like, what is she doing? And then cried to everybody because Dee Dee said, what about me? And you literally put that on your channel. I swear to God, this is gold.
you guys
Who needs cable TV?
would know more often if I was like not okay most of the
No,
time.
I don't believe you would do that because you're in Kuwait. You even said in Canada when you blew up at him on a live stream in your car, you said, that's right, I'm in Canada. I can say whatever I want now. That's exactly what you said. So we know you're being stifled over there because you live in fear of what would happen to you if you ran your mouth. The end. Yes, that deserves a Willie scream. I truly believe that.
The time, you know, most of the time, like I would say like 99.5% of the time we are happy together, we're silly, we, you know, like
Silliness does not make a marriage. A marriage makes respect. A marriage makes taking care of yourself so you can be the best version of yourself for the person you're with. You don't get it. And yes, you have exposed quite a bit about Salah while like backhandedly about him looking at pictures. We have seen it all. So don't pretend because we see it.
so it's you guys like for sure because I do wear my feelings on my sleeve a lot.
Then maybe you need to stop that. Obviously, you didn't learn about private content and private relationships.
You know?
You know? God, I hate that word.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Internal struggle, yeah.
Then fix your internal problems.
Yeah. So, what are you doing? Everybody wants
No, that cat needs to be brushed. Nope.
Well, snail face, it slips sometimes, yeah. I grew up saying it a lot. But whenever I was growing up, it was would refer to people as the...
Oh, yeah, you like the R word. Absolutely. Apparently, somebody called her cat the R word. I don't know where, never saw it, never heard it on a reaction channel. And so she'll take that when she has said the R word. In fact, Cuba Rage, she said it. She goes, I don't care. It's ridiculous that you people think it means something else. I've been saying it my whole life. And then she was calling people the R word. So I can, you know, if you really want to play around in her cobweb of a brain, go ahead. But we know she's mad at Salah and she's trying to get people attention. That's it. She doesn't care whether it's good, bad, or ugly attention as long as it's attention.
You know, people who are just dumb. And now that it's not a nice word, I try not to say it, but people said it about my cat, which is
So what? Don't worry about what other people do. Worry about what you do.
not nice. Yeah. Can the vet tell you what breed she is?
Okay, just do it. You know what? Do a test.
Back, so I face her cage right.
Listen to this story. You want to talk about abuse? Now, the cat is already stressed and pacing in the house because it's an outdoor cat, which if you've ever owned an outdoor cat, that's what they do. If they don't want to be in the house, they will drive you crazy. They want to be outside. That's their nature. That's their, you know, that's who they are. Just like individuals. Some people love to be at the beach, some don't. Some people love to live in a dry climate, some don't. Some love to live in the tropics, some don't. So everything is an individual, but not her. Everything has to conform to what she wants. So even this cat, who we watch go in the window constantly, tearing up the curtains, trying to figure out a way to get out, she ignores it because that's her property now. So now the cat's not only dealing with some mental issues because it's not happy, and she won't get it fixed to calm it down. I'm sorry, but these cats live on the streets in Kuwait, and that's what they're used to, and that's how they're bred. It feels like neglect to me. But anyway, listen to what she did.
There's AC in the back, so I face her cage right against the vent. But she gets so mad that she's in the cage, she gets defensive. So she was like hissing at us.
Is this cute or funny? That you now caged the cat even more than that apartment? And you aimed it at air conditioning because you think it's a death fat that needs air constantly when that place is already 60 degrees and the cat is used to Kuwaiti heat? She literally thinks that the cat needs treats, it needs air conditioning in its face. My God, that hamster could die with how cold it is in there. This is nuts. This is like torture in my mind. Like him playing the bird sounds and the cat ran to the front door thinking it was going to go outside. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't pick up on anything. Nothing.
Like, how dare you? But she's a good girl, but she hisses as if
she is miserable.
Like, you better not be taking me to get my nails cut.
No, it's get the F away from me, hissing. Like when a dog growls, a cat hisses. Oh my God. The hamster probably is dead.
She's so funny.
Until they go get a new one.
Somebody said that she's R-word. How can it be manipulation when you're supposed to watch and move on, people? Why do you dwell on what you watch on YouTube?
We can dwell on anything we want, Carolina. You got a wrench and now you're puffing your chest over there? How can it be manipulation when you're supposed to watch and move on, people? Why do you dwell on what you watch on YouTube? And here you are, Carolina, over there, King, Queen Beezer with your wrench. I'm sure you are in there as soon as she goes live. As soon as she goes live, dwelling on her life. Get out of here. These Beezers, man, I'll tell you what. Most of them that aren't trolling her are just like Chantal. Their life is miserable.
Carolina, it's a business to pull crap out of their butts at this point.
Is that what it is when we respond to your content? We're just pulling it out of our butt. We just flies on shit. Well, if we're the flies, what are you?
And make something out of nothing. Like it really...
Nothing. You getting off TikTok where people end everything with a K? Or who you watching now? Nothing.
It really is. Like, it really is.
She thinks she's so important and that her words are that of an educator. Ma'am, you are the opposite of an educator. You insult everything, everybody, and any living creature.
Was part Assyrian?
She can't even pick up the vibe off a cat. Of course not. She had two. Never picked up their vibe of pain, misery. That was so sad. Like, I don't even want to admit that when I seen BBJ going down the stairs in pain, and I seen Pete shaking her to prove to his audience that she was fine after he tried to make people believe she had like a seizure when we found out it was pain because she stepped on her paws and they were already in the pads and she was in so much pain. And neither one of these two picked up anything off of her. Her cries, nothing. Nothing. I cried. Really?
What, an Assyrian cat? What do they look like? Hi, Chili Chill. I think Sam was part.
Don't talk about Sam.
That's what I said. And then everything became okay. Like,
What?
you're not married and you respect yourself. No, I didn't say I'm not married.
You said if I'm not married, I'm not staying in Kuwait. Yes, you did.
Said that I was going.
And it's done. It's over. It's done. Don't backtrack it just because you deleted it.
Back to Canada and we were splitting. I wanted to be alone.
You're alone all day and all night.
That's what I said.
That isn't, well, you can, whatever.
And then everything.
I thought you weren't going to talk about this again.
Became okay.
Does she not aggravate the piss out of you? Like, I can't stand, like, here I am saying, like, you know, I can't stand when people can't just own up and maybe help people. They just have tantrums. You're exhausting.
Like,
But I'm here for it.
we worked it out. It worked out. I gave it more time. I was very impulsive. I literally
No, you were told to shut your mouth and you better stop having these tantrums and basically insulting him. The end. And I think you fear him enough that you're doing all this.
my plane ticket, and in the same like hour, I canceled it. You know?
It's not canceled. You have a flex ticket. You probably just changed the dates for 90 days out.
It's your job, I know.
Like, did you honestly have his, when you were mad at him and carrying on like that, did you have his, he lets you hold on to his bank card so you can make purchases? No, he doesn't even let you order food. He has the app on his phone. It will alert him anytime you try to use that app because his card's attached to it. You cannot use your Canadian bank card in Kuwait. Lies!
That's not nice. She's so fluffy. Thank you. No, Croon's loins, I'm staying. This is your business, yes. Hi, Zainab.
It's only her business. If she doesn't put it out to the internet, then it's everyone's business.
It's okay. I mean, I can deal with the heat, whatever.
I think once he has enough money and he has set up himself to go over to Canada on his own, I believe he's going to milk money every month and get as much money as he can because I just think that's what he's doing. And he will get to Canada with her money, not with her. And I think when that time comes, he is going, well, it will be when she has to go back to Canada. And I believe she's going to be in for a rude awakening.
Like, you know, I didn't think that it would be such a huge deal, but...
He's looking for a woman who he can marry and have kids.
You know... Yeah, it's true, Sylvia. Like, you couldn't pay me enough to be that kind of person where all you do is hate on somebody every day and think that karma's not going to bite.
People did pay you to hate on people every day. Do you not remember when you were in Canada, living in the villa, you went at people every single day and you got paid handsomely for it. People are actually paying you to eat yourself to death. I do believe there is no boundaries with you. Don't worry about what we're doing.
Bite you in the ass one day?
Because that doesn't even work. That gaslighting, manipulation doesn't work. What we do is we react and criticize the content. Especially when you're insulting people's health and their illnesses. Yeah. And their idea of a marriage. Knock it off. You're the one suffering, not us.
Day?
Suffer.
All right.
Suffer.
Actually, it probably already has. Imagine. No offense, but...
That doesn't work. That worked in high school, didn't it? Imagine wearing those jeans and that blonde hair. Oh, God, girl. Just imagine. That's because you were jealous of her. You seethe with jealousy over women. The end. It shows.
Thanks, Wajiha. I had no idea it would be this big of a deal. For some reason, I'm always surprised. Salah is busy.
I'll bet he is. I'll bet he is.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Angry Poop. I didn't see what you said. I'm so used to Chantal changing her mind. Did you get a lot of views on your video? Honestly, I like that whole day. I don't even know what the views are at right now, but probably because it's drama. And like the majority of my audience, I feel like wants me to go back to Canada, and like they're upset, you know. They want me to go back to like, I don't know, they think I'm more.
I feel right there when she said that, she wants to go back to Canada. And this is another way of pretending like it's the people watching her that want to go back, not her, Salah. And I think this is another manipulation tactic because I do think she wants to go back. I really think she does. But like I said, I think she's under some sort of verbal contract, and there could be hell to pay if she doesn't follow through.
We're fun there. They think I'm different now, and I am different. Yeah, I am, but you know, it's who I am now. That's all. Do we still have a ghost? I haven't had any ghostly activity lately. Bye, creepy. Mickey, I'm not answering your questions because it's none of your business what I do with my cat. Like, she could be spayed for all you know.
No, she's not, and we do know that. You would have not only used it as content, you would have milked it for days. I'm taking care of her wound. She's got to wear a little cone. Yeah, we know what it means to actually get an animal, especially a female animal, fixed. So this is why, because you've never fixed any of your animals. You have no idea. You would have milked it. Look at what a great cat owner I am. Salah ain't going to spend a dime on that outside cat.
You don't know? I'm not.
Neither will you.
Talking about it. It's none of your business. Like,
And quit using your cat as content and telling us that you're putting a shot in her hip of Depo when she has her period that makes her very uncomfortable. Why did you have to tell everybody that? And her stomach would be shaved. Even though she's saying they're going to shave her stomach because she's matted up. Or they're going to pretend like they got her fixed. But here's the beautiful part. You'd have to actually put stitches on a wound.
At all. My pets are fine. They're well taken care of. It's not your business.
Well, just like you, their mental health is not being taken care of. The hamster stares at the same scenery in a room with the door closed all the time because you chose to bring in another animal that would eat him for sport. Like you've created your own fatal attraction in that house. You love chaos. You love the threat of a danger. It's a sick thing, but you love it. We've seen you in all the men you've chose, the lifestyles you choose, the drugs you're willing to do. You like to live on the edge. You're not a pathetic little anxiety-ridden kitten, okay? So we know you use that cat and you've disclosed her having her period and you not doing anything about it except for putting in a shot in its hip, which is wrong. You could fix this forever if you'd only vaccinate the cat. So yeah, you're the one that puts it out there so that you can have a moment where you fight with people like right now.
You know?
It should stay as private as your health records.
To come on here crying and like talk about my feelings, Sushi Girl?
Yes, you do, and don't do it again.
Like, I don't get it.
I gave up my cats for you. Well, you didn't have to.
I don't know. Like, name one cultural thing. What do you mean cultural thing? Like, I don't know.
You don't even know Muslim culture. You can't name one cultural thing you've done in almost 2 years?
Like what? Like,
Ha!
and food is a huge
Pretty much all you did was take the Shahada at this point.
part of culture. It really is.
Food? Food? Did you know that Muslims believe that food and drink are for sustenance only, not for indulgence? Oh, look at you learning something today.
But I've like visited a lot of the areas here.
That ain't it. That's not culture. It's cultural, but it's not culture.
I've been to museums, like
That's cultural things. That's history.
taking in all the culture, learning about the culture. We've
What have you learned about the culture? Be specific. That was the question.
been camping, which is a big cultural thing.
The socializing part, right. But then, after the big incident, nobody's invited you again.
Here in the winter.
You only went once. Oh, no, twice. Was it twice or once? I can't remember. Where she was playing soccer with people's kids. Possibly Omar. Hi, Kybella. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Snickers.
I went to see the camels, which is also...
Oh, Lordy be. Chantal, I know you think we're all stupid, but when you took the Shahada, you're supposed to do the 5 pillars of Islam. Because part of Muslim culture is Islam, following the teachings of Islam. I'm just going to try to help you out a little bit here with what I've learned. You have to respect others who hold different beliefs. That is part of the culture. Do you do that? Hell no. You took the Shahada, I'll give you that. You have to give a portion of your wealth, depending on your wealth, right? You have to fast and pray 5 times a day. Well, we've seen your 3-day-old eyeliner, so we don't believe you're washing your face, feet, and hands to pray. Let's see. Pilgrimage to Mecca, you face the wrong way. Also, culture is faith, family, and community. That's core values, by the way. You have no friends, no family over there, nor are you even interested in engaging, right? You have to practice Ramadan. It doesn't mean just fasting from food or water or drink, I mean. It means that you have to have reflection. It's charity and praying. You surrender to the will of God, which equals peace. This is the culture they're talking about, not the camels in the desert.
like a huge part of Kuwait, like the Middle East and the desert.
What, you moved to Kuwait? There it is. That's all I got to do. You just got to be kidding me with this. She has no clue. Almost 2 years. And she even told us she doesn't wash her feet in the shower. She just lets the water run on them. What?
I've been to weddings.
Ha! Right. You don't even have a video where you're dressed up with your man saying, we're on our way to a wedding. You might have watched one on YouTube, like we did.
I've been
Yeah,
to...
TikTok wedding don't count. Even if you're singing in the background while you're watching it, that don't count.
Dinners with friends and like eating on the...
Yeah, but you isolated him from those friends. And then guess what? It backfired on you because he's out with his friends while you're sitting alone now.
The ground, sitting around, doing like they do, like culturally.
She's done nothing.
A lot of things.
No, you haven't. Everybody knows it.
I've been to masjids.
Salah did go to a wedding alone and brought her back food.
Been to, a lot of places around here. I've been to the old souk, which is a big part of Kuwaiti culture.
History and culture. But wouldn't she have filmed the big mosque? The only mosque she filmed was to show how you pray and wash your hands. She didn't wash her feet though, so there was that. She took her dirty trotters into their sacred room.
Shopping.
Can you imagine Chantal having to sit at a table at a wedding with women and the men are separated on their own side? Can you even imagine? There's no way she would go and interact with women. She finds them a threat.
The gold areas, that's where I got.
Vixen, thank you so much for the super sticker. Love you. That is your 10th super on live stream. Thank you.
We got my wedding ring.
How come we didn't go to the jewelry store together and pick it out? Why did it just appear out of nowhere? We didn't even go to the gold store together and go, what do you guys think? I mean, this is part of the content.
What else, guys?
You're supposed to tell us. You've left out the most important thing. Professing your faith to Allah, the praying 5 times a day. You left out all the important stuff. Charity, family is core. Family and friends are core. That's why he's out with his friends.
Yeah, Wolf Pup. It's not really. It's too expensive there. It's not. I find it depressing for reasons I can't explain. Like, seriously.
What is she talking about? She talking about Canada? It's because it would be better for you to be in Canada. I'll admit that I'm a troll. Good job, Peter Princess. And it is true. It would be better for her mental health. It would be better for her physical health. Absolutely. Whatever's going on over there in Kuwait, she's not happy, and I don't care. And maybe it's because she can't rein him in and get him to do what she wants. Probably, just like Bibi. He was a great man. And after 7 years, he probably thinks that Slot can put in 7 years. But I don't believe he can. I really don't. And people did say that Bibi needed her to not establish his green card, but for her to sponsor him to renew. Is that what somebody said? There's always something that these people need from her for her to feel superior.
It wouldn't be better in Canada for me. It wouldn't. I have no home there. I have no car. I have no life there. Like, I would be like lonely. Like, I'm so used to living my everyday life with.
You can't live alone, but you wanted to be alone and have peace. That's why you were going back to Canada. You just literally negated what you said as your reason for making that live stream about how you wanted to go to Canada. Because you said you wanted to be alone and have peace. And now you're saying you didn't go back because you have no home and you don't want to be alone. Thank you for the gifted memberships, Nancy. Yay! This chat will be green. I love it. Thank you, Nancy.
With Salah now, you know.
Welcome, new members. I've lived in 2 different non-English speaking countries. After 6 months, I was buying stuff at markets and talking to people in their language. What can she say or do alone there after 2 years? Nothing. She's done nothing. She has not tried to build a community or friends or women she can relate to because she can't relate to women. She can't.
And like, I would miss my pets. I don't know.
Yeah, you want to go home and you know it. You just got yourself in a pickle.
How were the weddings? Like, very nice. They like have set up like nice big tents and stuff, and
those are permanent. They don't set them up. They're out there. They stay out there. The furniture, everything.
Like people.
You just don't want to go after the last debacle when you went camping. You insulted the women because you had a headache and didn't want to help them clean up after the food that the men prepared. Like, you are not about community. You are all about Chantal and her feelings.
Dance, they do the dabka.
I'm sure you ate the food, no problem, but you couldn't help clean with the women. And so they talked about you. And I don't think you're invited back, to be honest. And you stole water and snacks from the kids out in a desert with the heat.
And like, I don't know. But it's like separate, like women and men.
And she don't like that. She don't like being with the women.
I haven't been to like too many, but.
And no, you haven't gone to any gatherings with women. They do each other's hair and nails and manicures and pedicures. They wash each other's legs like Allah's wife did. And then you slandered her across the internet. Somebody we didn't even know. You literally brought her to the YouTubes and slandered that beautiful woman. Wow.
She doesn't need to be safe, if not already. Are you actually learning? Petey, we figured you were a troll. Are you actively learning the language? Not like in a course, no.
No, she has no interest in learning the Arabic language. If she did, she'd be able to read that marriage certificate. Find out it's a birth certificate. They kind of look the same.
Yeah, I do want to get out more, but... Yeah, would you?
Yeah, after she used those kids for content, she's out there mingling with the kids, kicking a soccer ball with them, giggling. Then she steals their water and their snacks. Honest to God. Because they're cuter than her.
Come home like you're her lover.
I don't know how she can pray if she doesn't know Arabic. She followed what Salah would say, but there's actually separate prayer for women and separate prayer for men. But she followed what he said, which means she didn't have any desire to learn a woman's prayer. Oh my God, it's great.
Yeah, I know. My home is here. Hey, Belly. You love to film weddings? I don't know. I guess I would have to ask, and this was like a while ago. Like when I first got here, like we did more in that way. But
you revert to a faith and culture you have no interest in pursuing. Got it.
It's not going to matter where I am. Like, if I don't take action for myself to get...
Oh my God, here we go.
Get better, it's not going to matter where I am, because I can get healthcare here. I am getting healthcare here.
As a visitor, which means it's just until you leave. But what they don't know is you're pretending you live there. And eventually, if you keep having to go back to the hospital, a public hospital, eventually they will report you to the ministry. It will be a record of your unhealthiness.
On all kinds of meds from this place. And, I don't know. Traditional Arabic clothing.
I know, I love how she tries to convince us she's immersed in the culture, yet she sings westernized songs and, right? And she still picks fights with people on the internet because they're not seeing the change of, basically your peace is with Allah, which means if she was to surrender to the will of Allah, then she would experience peace. That's why people who experience peace and through spirituality and religion are questioning her. And see, if she was actually immersed in it, she wouldn't be doing the things she's doing still.
I wore a abaya.
All you do is wear an abaya and a hijab. The end. Food is for sustenance, not indulgence. I mean, she would be following it all and it would change her life.
No, I'm not in prison.
That is definitely what I would say is a prison.
Being, if I wasn't, it's hot. It's really hot to go out.
Okay, you've been there almost 2 years, and you keep using that, but we've watched you sit on your butt and get fatter in the winter, too.
I like going out right now. Honestly,
You don't like going out in the winter, either.
I don't really like it that much. But even in Canada...
Oh, no, she already admitted Salah's out with his friends.
I was in my car. I never really did that much.
What? What? Every time you had a thought, you got in your car and went and did it.
I didn't have a fulfilling life. It was just
Yes, I do believe he locks her in. He locked her into the last place, too.
wasting money, going into debt, buying food and buying things I didn't
And she laughed about it.
need on Amazon.
You're still ordering food through Uber Eats. You're still buying things off of Temu, all them cleaning supplies you didn't need. They went to somebody else.
Being more of a box mountain, being on drugs,
Yeah, but you don't have to be that person if you have reverted to being a Muslim. You can go anywhere and keep your faith. So this is nonsense.
in destructive relationships,
You're in one right now.
just seeing several people, letting people use me.
Like right now. And everybody called it out with Nader and you didn't see it. You don't see it now.
I feel more respected in a lot of...
You feel respected? The man literally was looking for Kybella to be your replacement or an extra sense of income. I mean, he said it all. We seen it. I would have never went back.
ways, I don't know.
This man can tell her anything, and she believes it. Because what? You looked into his eyes and you knew he was so hot? What are we, 16?
Thanks, Laurel. You know? Yeah,
Yeah, and food is her drug. She is still indulging.
I don't really care what they say in the end.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Especially if it's the truth.
I never leave my home and I'm not in prison. If your home is your prison, then that's not good.
If you never leave your home, Abeezer said, I know. Oh, Teardrop. You're bedbound, Teardrop. That's different.
You know?
And yeah, that would be a prison of sorts.
Yeah, it is fulfillment. Why isn't it fulfillment? What do you want me to do? Like, who are you to tell somebody what their idea of happiness is?
Well, you know what? You just seem so happy.
Like, especially when you don't see their entire life. Like,
what are you talking about? This is your entire life. This room, this view. It never ends. We don't even get a view of you, I don't know, cooking in your laundry room. We don't get a view of nothing. Actually, we do get a view in this one, don't we? I got a tootle on. Hold on. We've been here forever. We've only gotten through 40 minutes of 2 hours. That's ridiculous. Doesn't she go in the kitchen? Make a coffee. Please, please, please. When? When does she go in the kitchen? Oh, right there? No, cat view. Don't run that cat over with your chair. Oh, God, there came the hamster. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she cooks in the laundry room. I wouldn't cook either. I'd be like, you get me a proper kitchen if you want meals, sir. There it is. Here we go. She got to make sure you don't see anything behind her, so she puts her big potato head. That's what he calls her, potato face. Put her potato face in the lens. Don't want you to see anything behind me, because you know it's a mess.
she poops at the end of the hallway.
Oh, yeah, the litter box, by the way, is sitting in the hallway, not in the spare room. Or in a bathroom. That tells you they don't have company. She don't want you to see anything. That's why you're staring at all this.
Yeah.
It's a mess in there.
That's what I'm going to have, probably Nescafe.
She's going to shut the door so you cannot see in that room. See?
Because I don't have a coffee maker, so what am I supposed to do?
Oh my God, we almost saw it. All underneath that table is garbage.
I don't have a coffee maker, so what am I supposed
Oh! Oh my gosh, look at all the junk. There's the pots, there's a water, there's so much stuff here. I told you. That's why she's gonna shut the door.
What am I supposed to do?
See? Oh no, I guess she didn't. Yeah, she had to go sideways. Here's the laundry room.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Sit around and wait for you, but I can't do that.
Don't you know any Arabic songs that are more acceptable? Hello, peace and love. Thank you. You have a great weekend too. Thank you so much for the super chats. Oh my God, yes. What was on her stove? Hold up. It's the only fun we get to have. To see the garbage up in this place. Food. Oh, food just sitting out. Oh, she went fast. Oh. We can do this. We can do this. It's like the smallest place in the world. And it's a pizza box that looks like a pizza or a cake. Definitely a pizza box. There's the label. Pizza. Yeah, you're going to get roaches, and so will the whole building. Yeah, there's food up on that stove. Gross. And the table had trash everywhere.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
She's going to make sure that angle is nowhere near that stove.
Sit around and wait for you, but I can't do that.
You got to put a fan on, a ham-colored fan on your neck just to make coffee?
There's no turning back.
Yeah, there is no turning back. I think you are in a situation, ma'am. That ain't gonna cause a fire. Look at this. We're using one outlet and everything's plugged into it. Ma'am, unplug all these appliances you're not using. Have a fire up in that building.
So sad.
So we got Kleenex and everything piled on top of the air fryer. Can he hang you a shelf? Is that the cottage pie from last week? No, it looked like a pizza box.
I don't like that song. I don't know why I'm singing it.
Yeah, can you imagine being locked in there on like the whatever 5th, 6th floor and there's a fire? She had to run down the stairs, all those flights. Oh my God.
I gotta put my dishes away.
That would give me anxiety. And I would think if you have an anxiety issue, you'd be thinking like that.
Oh, there's water in it.
Of course it is. You don't clean anything out after you use it. Ay, ay, ay. You even got a candle in there? In front of the air fryer? Oh my gosh. I can't stop cracking my big toe. Ha! I have seen your channel. Ha! Ha ha ha! Are you friend or foe? I can't stop cracking my big toe. Are you friend or foe? Don't make me go over there and look at your channel again. Because I can't remember. I can't remember if it made me laugh or I was like, holy shit. Yeah, it looks like she got a hot dog wrapped around her neck. Oh, that's right. You cosplay Foodie. That's right. I remember. You're the other one besides that Miriam. Got it. Me. Friend of me. I didn't know. Well, buckle up because I'm about to do a parody of her engagement to Nods.
It's a filter, see?
Yeah, we know. You know you have to change that filter, right, Foodie? Right? You're supposed to replace those every month. Just so you know. Because that's going to your washer, it's going to your sink, and it has to be changed every month.
So, this water, yeah, I use it to do dishes. And this is a filter I use to cook or make tea. But we have like bottled water for drinking. So yeah. You love your neck fan?
Yeah, can you imagine if she didn't realize you're supposed to change that and we're going on at least a year in this place? You got to open that up because all the sediment goes into the filter and you have to replace the filter. It's kind of like when you have a filter in your refrigerator. If you have a refrigerator that has water, you have to change the filter out. Or even if you have a Brita pitcher like I do, I have to change it out. I have a little thing on my fridge that tells me the month that I changed the filter.
You'll take an extra large?
But that's called adulting, so there's that. Once the filter is full of sediment, you're literally drinking crap water. God help you if there's a parasite in that water. Like a brain-eating amoeba.
I don't have anything like tea and scrumpets.
Well, you don't have to have food just because you're having coffee. She acts like she's never been in her own cupboard. She's looking for stuff. Doesn't every woman know where everything is in their kitchen? Listen, her cravings, a lot of them are out of boredom. A lot of her cravings are out of boredom.
My grandma used to collect little spoons. Did you guys?
Well, I can't stop cracking my big toe. Foodie's family told her cutie, you sing so beautiful. So, you know, it's followed her through life. She wanted to be on Canadians Got Talent.
Ever see those?
I have never had a neck fan in my life. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I think my grandma used to collect miniature spoons. They're called teaspoons. Yeah, I think she did. But on the end, there would be like almost like porcelain of like different places she went. It was kind of like some people collect coins, some people collect, you know, things that remind them of places they've been. So there's that.
You're about to make iced coffee? Oh my gosh, yeah, neck fans. I need something in the kitchen, like a new fit.
I cannot believe it. So where is the air conditioning? Just in the living room?
Another fan? I might check Temu for that as well.
Oh, look who gets Temu. Just like we said. I knew she was getting Temu there. That's where all those cleaning supplies and sponges and shit came from. And she lied.
Yeah, maybe I will.
I knew she got Temu. Yeah, Demitas spoons. They're souvenir spoons, yes. That neck fan ain't even touching her neck.
I keep it in here.
On my rice cooker. What?
And let's go. We have our coffee.
Making coffee in the laundry room. There's the wash. Look at. There's the clothes that stopped spinning. It's full. She'll get to those next week.
Take my laundry in the dryer. I gotta do it.
How about the shirt you got on covered in cat hair?
I have cat hair all over me. I know.
Adulting is way too hard for her. I gotta see what was over there on that table. All right, we know this is what? Cases of water she can't put in the spare room. Just sits right there in the hall. Or right there in front, the front door. This season is lit.
They're all over me. I know.
We're getting there. She's spinning around. I guess we missed it. I don't even care anymore. See, she won't turn her camera around and like film walking into a room because all the rooms are filthy. So she keeps the camera on her moon pie so that we can't look around.
Little spoon? Yeah, oh, sorry, Teardrop. Like, thank you.
Oh, Teardrop, stop.
Thank you. What's up with Tony?
Oh.
I know. I don't think she has them. I don't know. You know what? Whenever she passed.
What'd you do with her ashes that were on the shelf in your bedroom? Hopefully you took them to your mom's.
My uncle, my aunt, and my mom went and cleared out all her things. She had a really big grandfather clock, too.
Never mind.
Sweeping and mopping. I hate it. But I don't mind doing laundry because I like always having nice, clean bed sheets and clean underwear. Like,
What?
oh, hi, Courtney Peach. Thank you for the like.
Oh, brother. Where's her glasses? Who knows? She broke them.
I don't know. They don't really speak English.
Yeah, which is why you don't know if that's a marriage certificate or his birth certificate.
To a Tim Hortons.
I think he lied to you. Ha ha!
I want to check it out. Do you?
So now we're just going to have a cup of coffee and she feels so much better.
Little hoard.
Does Salah text her and say he's on his way? Probably. Is that where the hamster comes into play? He shows up and that's why she's happy? Pretending like nothing's wrong now? Because we know she don't go get the hamster. He brings it. He's there. He's there. Everybody, he's there. I'm so happy now. Yep, there's the door.
Yeah, I really missed you.
I really missed you. I took it out on the internet. Didn't you know I was missing you? Did you see my makeup? Is that what brought you back, was my makeup? Because you couldn't stay away from my beauty? I can't. We're done. She got me all fucked up now. Anywho, so I'm going to get on with my day. I got people coming over in 20 minutes, and I got to get some stuff together. And anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, and we will talk about some other stuff, perhaps. We don't know if she's going to do extra again, but we always got something lined up if she don't. I know the baby talk. You missed you. Go, honey. I missed you.
What?
He goes, what?
What's that mean?
Were you napping?
Kinda.
Did I put you to sleep, the sound of my voice? It's a gift. All right, guys, I love y'all. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Thank you, and welcome new members. And thank you for subscribing to my channel. And thank you so much for being here for a good laugh, or at least an irritation of some sort, or just trying to work our way to the truth. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Please give me a thumbs up on the way out. Thank you. Love you. Bye.